analysis loop, and this is one of the key foundations of our chatting system. I'm just going to quickly cover that. Now, what I mean by this is one of the main things you can do to have an analysis loop in your chatting is your new sub analysis, which some of you may heard of, some of you haven't. But either way, even if you heard of it, there's a chance you're still doing it wrong, and this is why your subs aren't buying. This is how to fix it. Now, I'm going to quickly run you through how to do a new sub analysis and then what it means and why it makes you so much fucking money. More money than any chatting course I could ever sell you, right? This is the actual shit that makes money. So here we go. What you want to do is, first of all, take 50 chats with people who subscribed in the last 24 hours. If you don't have 50 new subs, I'm incredibly sorry for you. And then you probably have some different problems to take care of. Then take the last 20. Take as many new subs from the last 24 hours as you can, maximum 50, otherwise the numbers get too much blurred out. Now, you have the 50 chats with 24-hour new subs. Cool. And now you categorize them into one of the following categories. Now, that shows the underlying problem that your chatting has. Now, the 3 possible problems that you could have, right? The following categories that you have. Subs don't read your messages. Subs don't reply to your messages, but at least they read it, right? The welcome message. They read it, but they don't reply. Or they reply to the welcome message, but they don't buy. So these are the 3 possible problems. And what you're about to do is, out of those 50 chats, put all of them in the 4 categories. So they didn't read the welcome message. They read it, but they didn't reply. They replied, but they didn't buy content. Or ideally, they replied to the welcome message and they ended up buying at least 1 PPV. These are all 4 categories, but 3 of them are a problem. And what you're going to find out is in which of those you lose most of the subscribers. Or most likely, half of them don't read it. A quarter reads but doesn't reply. Then another, let's say 15% reply but don't buy. And then maybe like 10% actually buy content from your welcome message, which means 40 subs that you got through the marketing, 40 out of 50 never end up buying content. So you could have done like 20% of your traffic and made the same money if that wasn't the problem. You get what I mean? So you make 5 times as much traffic as you should have, but it's just being wasted. It's never going to buy content. You just wasted 40 out of 50 subs. Now, obviously, for each of these problems, if you see, okay, most of my people don't read the welcome message, here's what the problem means. First of all, let's scroll into this. If subs don't read the welcome message, the profile shows too much, right? They can already jerk off to it, aka they don't even need to open the DMs to be satisfied, or it's too boring / inactive, so you don't have enough CTAs in your feed and their expectation wasn't met. This is one of the other points in this my report that I've done, right? So your profile, your feed post, your banner, your bio, these are your key needle movers to remove that bottleneck. Have a more interesting profile, either identify, am I showing too much? Is it too different from the marketing? Am I showing bikini shit in my reels, but on my feed it looks super low quality? Of course they don't check out the DMs. Do I have a CTA every 3 or 4 feed posts minimum? Am I posting daily stories, right? If this is probably the bottleneck here, and this is where you lose the most subs. If they reply but they don't read it, if they read but they don't reply, okay, that's obviously a welcome message issue. So we have to start an A/B test, get 4 or 5 welcome messages, test each of them for a fraction of a couple of days for a week, then find out which one had the highest reply rate, aka you fix the problem, right? Makes sense, you just have to work with the numbers. But if a lot of them reply but they don't buy, is the welcome script bad? At what point do they drop out? Is the pricing too high? Now you can go deeper into the analysis work.